I get it. I get why people want that home, why people want to knock it out the park. But we don't realize how much we wasting trying to knock it out the park. Like, everybody don't got that, you know? There's a million people swinging to get it out the park. 1 in a million hitting it out the park. Alright? 1 in a million hitting it out the park. Meaning you probably gonna have to swing a million times, and depending on who you are, how skillful you are, and if luck play in your favor, you still might or might not get it. But getting on base, I can get on base. So, that's just my approach to life, man. We preparing for this generational run. It really is just one step at a time. You just look at it, you look back over time, and it's just compound. The way that I'm approaching life, not just money, but just life in general, is like compound interest. That's all it is. If I can just get one step, then 2 steps, then another step, and another step, and another step, day by day, I'm going to look back and realize I traveled this far. Versus if I try to hop this whole thing and I miss, it might take me 40 days to finally hit 5 steps. So compound, like I said, compound interest, that 1% thing that they've been teaching me at my job has really been working, you know. And you all got to be able to identify things that you're able to learn no matter where it's coming from. You know, that's why, that's why I've always fought back on it. If there's anybody who ever try to say because I'm a tourist, I'm stubborn and different things like that. Because I don't really believe that to be true. You know what I'm saying? If you show me something and it's good, I don't care where it came from. I've always been a person that let a game, respect the game of life. So if you can give me some jewels and some advice, I'm for it. Yeah, 100%. towards me for still dealing towards it more in the form of showing sympathy, but I'm still actively dealing with it. You never really think about life that way, but it could be that way. Definitely could be that way. I guess it's like that law of attraction thing where it's like I never really attracted too much energy or sympathy because I'm a strong person. So it's like you get kinda, I guess, what you deserve. If you're getting a lot of energy or sympathy, then people probably feel like you need that. The world feel like you need that. If you're not really getting that, you know, you're not that person. So it's kind of weird, man, how connected life is, man. I got the Let's Talk About It podcast I've been working on. Season 1 is definitely coming out. Hopefully sometime before the end of this year, you know what I'm saying? But I've been working on, you know, some of the topics that I want to talk about. Just going on, I like to get deep into it and show how things are connected. So, yeah, and like I said, I want to stick to the game plan sometime, you know, come up with a game plan and stick to it. That's with discipline and consistency, and that's how you get true results. It's one thing to do it, but if you come up with something that you're doing and you execute it, that's when life really gonna play the role that it needs to play.